that are flying on maps mystifying. You'll think that I'm lying. This old tale of mine, a journey through time. A permanent fire, cold frost on the pyre. Fruit never expires. You've seen in your eyes, you've seen in your mind. While the old bow their heads, while the blind meet the blind, the marble loses shine. The eye clouds by design, but we know in our soul the one hope, the one truth, that if we believe we can make miracles. Even with the devils of time against you, never let the fire fade in you. See the golden goddess with wings of rainbows, set sail through the night sky to embrace you. Resist, allow your heart to take you. Never let this merciless world erase you. Passing down the light of the torch to guide you, and you shall be bathed in light. Track through the dimensions, spellcasting connections, and secret conventions. And when you are near, there's no need to fear. But call me a cynic, approaching the limit. My heart and my lyrics, but will they break through? And will they reach you? While the old lose their way and forget about faith, while the rain turns to ice, their hearts lock like a vice. But we know in our soul the one hope, the one truth, the fires of love can warm any heart. Resist, your dreams are worth defending. Fight on, your will is unbending. See through the void in your eye, unblinking. The pyramid of your mind unending. Revolt, even with death impending. Live on, dream through space, rending. Walking with the spirit of hope beside you, and our hope shall never die. The fires of love will never die. Iris on a mission, the sacred herald. Let me be your guide, the rainbow's herald. Let's fly together, shuffle, forge our world. The arrow of time, through music and rhyme. While the old bow their heads, while the blind lead the blind, the marble loses shine, the eye clouds by design. But we know in our soul the one hope, the one truth, that if we believe we can make miracles. Even with the devils of time against you, never let the fire fade in you. See the golden goddess with wings of rainbows, set sail through the night sky to embrace you. Resist, allow your heart to take you. Never let this merciless world erase you. Passing down the light of the torch to guide you, and you shall be bathed in light. The invincible rainbow arrow.
Who am I? 球で胸の檻ぶっ壊しては飛び込むよ Go to hell to Collaborators
It's dark and dangerous, dangerous Serious, serious 傷だらけになった夢はいつか
大事な宝物になるさ不思議な情報が仲間をつなぐ懸命に生きること Broken to your Yes, we got superpower 最高の夢信じ合うライバルとの絆失敗も妙にチャリン Yes, we got superpowers
愛が涙と混ざる星にそっと未来は穴を運ぶ
愚かで愛しい僕たちの世界照らすよ
戦い最高の敵は自分さ永遠に
不思議な情報が仲間をつなぐ懸命に生きること Broken to your Yes, we got superpower 最高の夢信じ合うライバルとの絆失敗も妙にチャリン Yes, we got superpowers Yes, we got superpowers Yes, we got superpowers Yes, we got superpowers Yes, we got superpowers
Get ready, ready, set me on fire. Get ready, did you rev it up? Get ready, ready, set me on fire. Get ready. Coming down, can you feel your satisfaction? Your mom, can't you feel your frustration? Coming down, can you feel your satisfaction? Your mom, what you want to do now?
Rise and stand and show the world you'll be the one to break it down. And it will be a place beyond your limit. 99.9, 99.9. Coming higher to a new percentage.
Cry in my life, cry in my side, cry in my heart in such a common places. Is that your deal? Is that your mind? We're turning everything upside down. The mob is high, the mob is high, the mob is staying frustrated, aren't you? Is that your deal? Is that your mind? Moment of truth. Life is your own. Get ready, ready, set me on fire. Get ready, did you rev it up? Get ready, ready, set me on fire. Get ready. Let's go, my crew.
We never left. Oh, I see you did some new emotes.
Always.
Just Sal. I saw a horrible comment under the recent Part 9 chapter about bringing things from 7 and 8 into 9. Where drop they spin. I don't want November Rain to go beyond. We'll see.
I'm a little behind in that.
Same. I feel like, so with Part 8, it was the first time I had caught up in the monthly JoJo's, and it didn't feel great.
That is the exact same.
So I'm giving this a few months, and then I'm gonna batch read, and then I'm gonna give it another few months. I haven't finished season 1 of Comey yet, so not much to say. Also, I don't hate watch anything. Hate watching is fun.
How could you not hate watch stuff? It's the best.
Hello ALX. Hello. Hi Scam. So when is this video actually going to start? I missed when you click a video and it would start. It didn't have this long ass wait. We always have a timer in the front. And the schedule, there's a scheduled start time. It's the pre-stream. It starts at the time that we say it starts, which is 1 o'clock. We do this little preamble before, then we start at the time it was originally going to start.
Or a little bit after.
Depending
Never
on how many
more than about a
messages.
minute or two.
Yeah. Hey, there's a timer on the top right. Hey, watching is stupid, crazy. I love it.
What?
Yo,
Y'all nuts!
I'm here, but I'm not gonna listen. But I'm sick of your awful playlist, so I'm gonna make my own for when ALX. The playlist is great. What are we doing? What more can I do? There was even a Persona 5 song. Like, y'all are never satisfied. Names, and then we're all caught up. What's up, Gabo? Hope, Raul, Hi, Priscilla, Ruiner, Carlo, Blaze, Eris, Hikos, Victory Greymon, JCJ. Yep, we're all caught up. Oh yeah, Comey's been great.
Hate watch Toy Story 4. Yeah, I can see that. There's a lot of discourse around that, and hate watching is something weird. It's more about just whichever the first video is, that's what the one we're doing. Yeah. It's very weird because it's just like it has to be bad enough to be enjoyable hate watching.
I don't think I would. I wonder what they mean by hate watching. Like, are you watching something with the intent to go in to hate it? Mm-hmm. Or if you already know you're gonna hate it, you're just watching it to hate it. But I enjoy making fun of things I think are bad, and that's hate watching to me. Like, if I watch a bad movie with some friends, that's hate watching. Back in 2019, I tried hate watching One Punch Man Season 1, but dropped it because it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be.
I don't think One Punch Man is particularly bad.
Hate watching is first.
Hate watching.
Hey, Adrian. Yep. So we are talking about, for the first one, Hate Watching is Stupid by Nax. Never heard of him. Oh, I already see Velma. That's not great.
Yeah, that's the bad argument.
That's not great.
We're already off to a bad start. Where is it? It's usually in my description. And okay, there it is.
Yeah, description.
Not description. It's usually in the history. And then I guess go right to it for the description.
I never started something with the intention to hate it. The hate is usually just a natural response to have over time. It's a lot of people.
Yeah. You can go into something with a preconceived notion like, oh, this might be
There's
bad.
no way to go into anything unbiasedly. That's impossible. Impossible. But DA and I used to do bad movie days where we just go, hey, that description and trailer looks trash. Let's watch it so we can trash on it. That's hate watching. It's a lot of fun. Not the music, your video playlist. The playlist or the playlist. What do you want us to do?
We have hundreds of videos.
Hundreds!
What's
Each playlist! Thank you for the super chat, Hope.
Description. Hate watching is stupid, man. I get the guilty pleasure of seeing something you hate crumble, but don't whine after.
Oh, I don't care about it crumbling. I would love I Frankenstein to have made $1 billion and to be a franchise.
You're just real silly, man. Today I'm talking about specifically Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania.
That was a terrible movie.
Why did we? And a bit of Velma lore. So sit back and chill. Let me get that sub if you see this piece. Yeah.
Universal Instinct Goku, Angel Seed Goku, Autonomous Dragon Force Goku.
You don't have to do nothing. I'll do it. Yeah, okay. Yep. All right. Yeah. So I guess he just got real mad at the response of Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. But if it was a good movie, I say you have a point. But people like the MCU period, and they want to go in and watch the MCU. Now there are people that hate the MCU, just like there's people that hate the DCEU, and it's just like, I'm gonna watch this movie I think is gonna be terrible, and then they just go, yep, that was terrible.
Plus it's also the first proper introduction of Kang into the universe. Mm-hmm. So you kind of need this for future stuff.
All right, let's get into it.
Hate watching has to be one of the most interesting concepts in today's internet saga simply because of how goofy it is. Like, you will just sit back and watch something knowing full on that you will hate it, but something in the back of your mind is like, I don't know, man, maybe this time's the one. Maybe I'll
No. You're not sitting there going, ooh, Fairy Tail's gonna improve after this arc. You go, no, Fairy Tail is trash. I'm getting enjoyment at getting angry, or whatever your purpose for hate watching it is. But it's a lot of different things.
Mm-hmm. But here's the thing. Why would you deride somebody going, hey, maybe this time is going to be different? Because it's not that they're hate watching it. They're trying to watch it in the hopes that it'll actually be good and something they enjoy.
They're hating watching it, but is that his definition of hate watching? Like, I wouldn't, if somebody hated they were a fan of Dragon Ball Z, and they hated this arc of Super, this arc of Super, this arc of Super, I wouldn't derive them from going, maybe the Goku Black arc is, I wouldn't be like, oh, stop hate watching. No, it'd be like, well, you can continue to hope, but it's not going to get better.
It's not going to happen, but keep that hope alive, buddy. I hate reading My Hero Academia nowadays. It's up there. This past chapter was not the one. Was not the one.
It's I can't.
You gotta save it.
Because I was about to say something, but then I had to just,
because it would have been 15 minutes.
It's just not an interesting. He's just born evil is the lamest.
It's the same thing with the king.
Just evil.
He's just the bad
That's
guy.
all I'm gonna say about it.
Oh, it's all being saved. It's gonna be the spiciest because reasons.
I don't know, man. Maybe this time's the one. Maybe I'll actually enjoy this time. And then an episode or movie later, and you're just sitting there just mad that you wasted your time. Like, when you sit and hate watch.
Well, wait a second. Now they're mad they wasted their time. That's a whole nother thing. If you're hate watching it and you're enjoying it because you get some conversation on it, or you can just see how bad this piece of media is, that's different from watching something and being mad after. It's just like, dang, I wasted my time.
Yep.
That's completely different arguments. And if you're talking about purely that, why are you getting mad at other people getting mad that they wasted their time? That's got nothing to do with you.
Your time. Like, when you sit and hate watch, you just can't help but sit and watch it, simply almost like watching a car crash. You just can't help but look at it. Everybody does it. Me, your grandma, your mother. And like, bro, I was talking to my little 5-year-old cousin. He was saying that he hates Paw Patrol and then continues to go turn on the channel of Paw Patrol to simply hate on it. Like, hate watching is really one of those things.
Why did you ask your 5-year-old nephew why he's watching it? Cousin. Would you watch your cousin why he's not liking it?
I doubt that was in his mind. You know what? I wonder if the little cousin actually hates it, or he wants to appear cool because he knows Paw Patrol is lame, but he actually likes it. To his cool, big, older cousin.
That's not any kind of argument. I don't know what you're trying to do with that.
is really one of those things as human beings where everybody does it, and it's just like, bro, it's so crazy just seeing how common it is among all of us. It's nuts. Like, remember Velma? The show dropped last month, but adjusting by internet inflation, that was about like 5 years ago at this point. Velma is quite literally the lowest rated show on IMDb right now, and that is no joke. I watched one episode and it pissed me off to the point where I had to go take a walk. I never take walks, ever. Like, I'd say I'm pretty
You should probably take a walk. Velma's very bad. Velma is a very bad show. That does not mean anything. I watched it to get the information for it, for future arguments, entertainment of myself. There's nothing, like, I'm not out here discussing Velma. I'm just happy that I have the knowledge of Velma.
Back when I started watching Fairy Tail, we didn't even start Revisited. So that was just me going, yeah, trash.
I'd say I'm a pretty forgiving guy when it comes to like movies and TV shows like that, because it's just entertainment. As long as you know what you're getting yourself into going into the show or movie, you'll be fine. But when I tell you not even Batman could prepare for how bad that show was, it was bad. It was terrible. And then fast forward 2 weeks, the show got a second season announced. I wonder why. Hate watching. Like, it was the biggest...
Not necessarily, because sometimes people will check things out for curiosity's sake. Just like when a new item appears at a fast food place. Even if you haven't had that fast food in like 2 months, you will go, nah, okay, maybe I'll go there to try the new burger or what have you. So if it's a Scooby-Doo thing, and they're like, let me check this out. Oh my God, this is terrible. And people either go, this is terrible, let me see if it gets any better. Or this is terrible, let me see if it gets any worse.
Made a debut on HBO Max. Ever. Not even gonna lie, probably wasn't even that hard because HBO Max fucking sucks. Anybody over 40 plus that drinks wine every day enjoys it. Everybody else just doesn't. And at that demographic,
HBO Max has a lot of great shows on it.
everybody else just doesn't. And at that demographic, you're probably not going to be watching cartoons because for whatever reason, there's this weird stigma with adults watching cartoons. I don't know what America's...
But you just put a stigma on HBO Max as old fogies drinking wine.
Is there that nowadays? If they're making adult cartoons like this...
There's definitely still a stigma. There's always going to be a stigma. There's always going to be a stigma to certain things. I just don't think it's as prevalent as it used to be.
Where would it be?
We've seen on Twitter, like MMA fighters, if you watch anime, blah, 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 that type of stuff. That's what I mean by stigma.
That was bait.
No, but that's what I mean. There's always going to be the stigma of, there was women just like, what type of adult male plays video games? Sure. There's always some form of stigma that this is not for actual adults.
But there's a stigma for everything.
I literally said that in the beginning, DA.
But no, my next argument introduces something else. Is it worth it to even mention it if it's that small of a... If you're like in an office building and 90-year-old Karen is just like, oh, you watch, like, whatever. What is your interactions with her such that you care about her opinion enough?
Suck my dick. That's
No, don't do that, Karen. Don't say that to Karen. She's an old little old lady.
What that is, but putting a show on there that's targeted towards people my age, like the early to mid 20s, was probably going to do well anyways, especially after taking away all the good cartoons that was already on there, such like Looney Tunes and stuff of that nature. It was probably going to do well anyway. But
no, it's not necessarily guaranteed to do well.
Harley Quinn was aimed towards that demographic, and it was like one of the first Max shows.
Yes, Velma got a lot of viewers, hate watchers and otherwise, but do we have the numbers of the drop-off from episode 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5? The numbers, if they do in fact tout them, how much of them are early and then drops off? We don't even know why they necessarily greenlit it again, because I watched 5 episodes and I didn't even finish it. So I'm not going to come back for season 2. Where is this T23 coming from?
Oh, wait, everywhere, you know.
I once saw a tweet that was getting on the dogs for eating ice cream. Mom can't enjoy a nice cone nowadays.
Like Looney Tunes and stuff of that nature, it was probably going to do well anyway. But enough about Velma, because that's like 4 years old at this point. Today I'm here to talk about a franchise that's been hate watched since 2019, if not since its inception. The MCU. Now, I'm not saying everybody that watches the MCU hate watches it, because there's people like me that actively enjoy it and actively supports it. I'm talking about
He says since its inception, but Iron Man and stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't think until maybe the sequel started coming out is when you maybe started seeing that type of stuff.
supports it. I'm talking about the people that'll set up entire hate accounts just to pick apart every small little detail in the super shitter trailer just to say the MCU's bad. My brother in Christ, just don't watch the movie. You can.
That's not even hate watching. They're just a straight up hater. Are they even watching it?
Is that a real account?
It's not a real account.
Another month that couldn't find actual information and just made something up?
I mean, with the block of the name, maybe.
Do you care if you're a small channel like this? Is this a small channel?
5K.
Do you care about one person? I would rather... It would be better to block out the name, but show the tweets that would bolster your opinions about this. Mm-hmm. Because as it stands, I don't know who he's talking about. Nope. I don't hate watchers on Twitter, specifically for Marvel. Yeah, law of averages, they're out there. But I would need that information about what they're talking about, and are they just purely hating, or are they going, I hope this is getting better, or why do I have to watch these movies to get this interconnected lore?
Yeah. Yeah, Phase 4 is when I really started to see the, like, poo-pooing. But that's when the movies got either... It was exposed for what the formula always was, or it just became really bad, uninteresting movies. And or uninteresting movies. Time for some Shonen Vember. Legitimately the worst name I've ever heard. Legitimately. Didn't even try.
Just don't watch the movie. You can ignore it. Which leads me into why I wanted to make this video.
But they get engagement off of that stuff, and a lot of people just want the engagement. That's what a lot of YouTubers will do. They'll watch something they know they're gonna hate just for the engagement of it, and people will watch it just for the engagement of it, just to tout along with like-minded people,
or to get the information, or there's a myriad of reasons.
Leads me into why I wanted to make this video. As I usually do, I always go to see the Marvel movies on the Thursday night release, and the review embargo lifted.
You sound like a super fan if you're watching every Marvel movie on the
Is this that woo-up that was like the Bleach video, just like stop hating on Bleach, One Piece, and Naruto, when it was actually stop hating on Bleach?
No, it's a One Piece.
On Tuesday, and the reviews were so astronomically, egregiously bad that it was ranked the second worst Marvel movie, only being beat by The Eternals. Now, I'm an MCU meat writer, but I'm willing to call a spade and just flat out say when movies are just bad. Thor 4 fucking
Did he say this before watching it or after?
So astronomical. To see the Marvel movies on the Thursday night release, and the review embargo lifted, I think, on Tuesday, and the
okay, so the reviews were pre.
Okay,
him going to see it, so we're gonna see what he says about it. So he probably liked it, and he's just like, "Why are y'all hating on it?"
Or he didn't watch it because of the bad reviews.
But reviewers aren't hate watching; it's their job.
Yeah.
This would speak to like an audience score that needs to be shown, not the review score.
Say when movies are just bad. Thor 4 fucking sucked. Eternals was actually just a steaming hot pile of boring garbage. The only redeeming quality out of those two movies was the cinematography. But anyway, back to Ant-Man 3. And those of you that saw it, we all kind of realized that it's just a Marvel movie. Like, it's just cut dry, point blank, a Marvel movie. Nothing more, nothing less. Well, except Kang. Kang was pretty good, but that's really about it. It's just a Marvel movie. Now, the online discourse for this movie was absolutely flabbergasting.
But what would he consider to be a Marvel movie? Would he consider that to be a 6, a 7, a 5, an 8?
It's a paint by the numbers movie, I guess.
Which would be what? Because if you're complaining about a 50% on Rotten Tomatoes, and it's just a Marvel movie, what would he give it, and what would he give normal Marvel movies? Kang was not really bad. Kang was he was well acted.
Yes.
The motivations and stuff, the dumb powers, where he just doesn't disintegrate people out the gate. Why ain't you doing that, pimp? But
Loki was another one where he well acted.
Online discourse for this movie was absolutely flabbergasting. My first mistake was looking at a Twitter opinion and actually giving it more than 2 brain cells of attention. But looking at these accounts, these are dead ass just MCU hate watchers, dog. Like, come on now. And then they just sit there and they complain that we're getting more MCU movies. You silly goose, you are part of the reason we're getting more movies. You do realize that.
How do you know that they're going to watch it in the movie theaters? How do you know they're not torrenting it?
Watching it on various sites that just put these types of things up.
Are there enough MCU hate watchers to warrant another Ant-Man movie? How much in the grand scheme of things for people going, I'm going into this movie to hate watch it?
Ant-Man 3 flopped. The Marvels looks like it's gonna flop.
Looks like. It is currently flopping in real time.
The only, because Elementals got that cake up after the first. I think the first weekend was like 4 million in the US, and people were like, "Whoa!" But it got the legs, and it became a success. That's why it looks like it's going to flop. No, you know what? It's currently flopping. It looks like it's gonna bomb.
It's very hurt by the fact that you need to watch 3 different series.
You need to watch a movie, a TV show, and a TV show.
That's too much.
That's a lot of
That's a commitment.
That's a lot of commitment.
Somebody rocking into Captain America 3, they have much less baggage going into it because it's just you need to watch a couple 2-hour movies instead of 2 series, and it's I saw somebody say it's the same as Gore the God Butcher. Yeah, he was well acted, but the movie was trash, and I don't even remember his abilities. That's how
he pushes gods.
What did he have like a? I think did he have like a special axe or something, or a sword or something?
Yeah, he picked up that sword when all the gods were laughing at him.
Yeah.
yeah.
Goose, you are part of the reason we're getting more movies. You do realize that if you are sitting there hate watching a movie, you are giving the studio more money, thus more of a reason to keep pushing out more of the movie. Does it not?
There are, again, ways to watch without that.
Yes.
There's also, they could watch it streaming after it comes out on streaming. There's so many avenues to watch a movie outside of going to a movie theater and plopping down $15 to watch this movie that goes into the studio's pockets.
But even hate watching it doesn't really mean anything because Morbius was a flop, and then people memed on it, and then the studio was like, "Oh, y'all want Morbius, huh?" Like, no, we want to make fun of Morbius.
On top of that, you brought this up earlier. How many people hate watching are going to the movie theaters and plopping down money to hate watch this movie? Let's just say there's 10,000 people doing that. At $15 a clip, we're talking $150,000.
I don't think that there's that many people who are going to see this movie purely to hate watch it.
To get the numbers that they would need, there'd have to be something like 10 million people hate watching a Marvel movie
in order for it to be justified. But the people that do watch it, they bring down the score, and studio sees that and like, do people want more of this? Do we go in a different direction? There's a lot more than just money in terms of this.
It was a sword that corrupted him.
If you say so.
Gore the God Butcher in the comics is actually pretty cool. I hear that, but I've never been into the cosmic Marvel stuff. So anything like Thor, anything like is Archangel ain't Archangel. Who am I thinking of? Yellow Man with the star on his chest. Doesn't matter.
Booster Gold?
No, not Booster Gold. What the love Booster Gold.
That's a crazy
Sentry.
pause.
Sentry is who I'm thinking of. Things like Sentry. Yeah, I'm not.
drill into your skull, big guy. I swear, time is a flat fucking circle. You see mountains of evidence that hate watching something is only going to get you more of that thing.
No, not necessarily, because again, you got things like Morbius, hate watch, done. You're gonna have people screeching about the Marvels. They were doing it before. Buzz Lightyear, remember when they were screeching about that? That movie flopped.
I thought it did okay. Did it?
I think it flopped. I don't think it bombed, but I think it flopped. Looking up what happened with Buzz Lightyear.
You can't just give me the movie.
No, you got to do all this extra stuff.
Yeah. 200 million budget, 226 million box office.
Oh no, that's a bomb.
That
It's
is
bomb.
a bomb.
That's a bombaroo.
Where do we start here? Something I hate drops. How do you know you hate it before it drops?
Yep. I watch it because it looks bad. I love watching things because it looks bad. Complain on Twitter that it's bad. I love doing that. More people watch and say it's bad.
Sure.
If they want to, they can't stop it.
I don't think that I've supported Dragon Ball. I've not watched it legally. I've not purchased any of the manga.
Merchandise.
I don't read it legally. I may have turned on Toonami, but then Nielsen ratings and you gotta
That
have the
doesn't
box
count,
and
yeah.
a whole bunch of different things. I don't think that I've supported Dragon Ball, and we've been talking about Dragon Ball since the inception of the channel.
I don't think, since I was a fan of Dragon Ball, I don't think I've lent a collective $800 to Dragon Ball, and I'm only giving it that much because we played a lot of those games.
Yeah, we did.
But beyond that,
I play those games now.
I don't. $800 with over 20 years of watching and talking about Dragon Ball. I don't think I'm contributing to Dragon Ball coming out more.
I went into watching Genlock Season 2 just to relay the awfulness of the show and get a video out of you guys, and it worked. Genlock Season 2, a lot of people talked about that.
Yes.
Where's that? Where's the Season 3?
Where's Ruby?
Where's
People
Ruby?
love and hate watching. They got a whole campaign.
Talk about Ruby. There are people talking a lot about Ruby. There are a lot of different Ruby merchandise and everything. They've got a website where they just spam ads if you want to watch it there. They've got YouTube revenue. They've got a Twitch channel. They've got an entire company that could fund that. But they can't. Love or hate. This is 10 seasons of this. More than 10 years. And they can't get funding even though people are still talking about it and liking it. And they just had an anime, so that's more
And
buzz
hating it.
over in Japan. Now, we could talk about their horrible, dumb square shirts that are... Pay somebody $300 for 5 designs. Don't just slap a tiny square on your shirt and be like, $35, please.
You couldn't even just do a PNG and just plop it on there. It had to be a square box.
Surely some of them animators are also traditional artists. Give them...
Run a fan contest.
Yes! Something other than that! So that's a whole thing. There's a lot of things that are not successful because of hate watching.
If you want some bad, funny movies to watch, I recommend Pan Man, House Shark, and The Drone.
I have never heard of any of those.
Oh, House Shark sounds like one of those Sharknado boys. And I'm all for it. Just got here. What did I miss? You miss nothing, Worf. You can look at what's on the screen right now. That's what you miss.
Look at the falsity of the... Well, wait a second. More people watch it and say it's bad, and then the cycle repeats, but... The cycle kind of ends at... Or this is your cycle of why something new
But here's
comes
the
up. It's
thing.
not a cycle unless
Yeah, because he never said that. There's nothing in this cycle that goes, studio makes more of this thing. It should be thing I hate drops. I watch it because it looks bad. Complain on Twitter is bad. More people watch it, say it's bad. Studio thinks people like thing makes more. This cycle doesn't even speak to what you're speaking on.
Ruby is dead right now. Rooster Teeth is dying. The last thing with Ruby was just WB using the product they bought and fusing it with DC. Yeah, it's and it seems, and it's weird because apparently DC asked for the crossover or something like that. I forget exactly what happened with that. I should have never brought it up. I'm ill-informed about this, but even that's not making money, even though you have that and you don't have as much baggage to watch with Ruby because it's sort of like a soft
Oh, thank you for the super chat.
Oh yeah, thank you for that. It's not like a soft reboot. It's more like a one of those things where you don't need the information, where they kind of like summarize, hey, blah blah blah. This is all that you need. All that you need is what we're gonna say, and that's basically all you need. Yeah, that was a chance to make money, and it's still not greenlit. It just doesn't work like this.
Something is only going to get you more of that thing that you are hate watching. So at the end of the day,
But what if you hate watching that thing?
Then I would love more I Frankenstein. I keep saying it.
Hiro Mashima picks up the pen for more Fairy Tail, not Fairy Tail 100-Year Quest, because for some reason that's just not catching me like Fairy Tail was. But if he picks up the pen and it's just like, yo, more Fairy Tail, I'm like, I'm here for you, Mashima. I will illegally read this. For you. I'm helping you. But yeah, the stuff that we hate watch on this channel, we don't really support. Hunter x Hunter, literally not done anything with Hunter x Hunter. I can say definitively, like you said, like $500-$600 based on games and stuff for Dragon Ball, but nothing for Hunter x Hunter. Nothing for Part 5. Unless you want to talk supporting the JoJo as a whole.
Yeah, which I have.
Trickle, whatever. Doesn't matter.
At the end of the day, the studio that you are hate watching is just going to keep getting more money, thus putting out more of the stuff that you hate to watch. Everything is a dollar sign. You got to realize that. At the end of the day, the studio
he's not realizing that people can enjoy hate watching stuff. He's looking at it in terms of fold arms. This is bad, but I'm just going to keep
I'm mad about how bad this is.
That's the conclusion of it's bad and I hate watching this, but I'm going to continue to watch this. Not this is bad and it's funny to watch or funny to talk about or whatever.
There's nothing I hate more than watching or hate watching a thing that's boring. And by boring, I mean I don't like it enough and I don't dislike it enough.
That's That's Jujutsu Kaisen. That is 100% Jujutsu Kaisen. That's why I'm not caught up in Jujutsu Kaisen. That's why we don't do Jujutsu Kaisen videos. It's not interesting to me.
Positively or negatively.
Yeah. But I am keeping my eye on all this discourse because I think that's funny.
But My Hero and hate My Hero.
Get right in
I'm
my
gonna read it
veins.
every week. I'm gonna get mad every week, and I'm gonna love getting mad every week.
Ruby is not good to take a nap to because it has glimpses of the high action stuff. So you wake up and you just go, oh, so you get like in 10 minutes of sleep in a clip.
Gotta realize that. At the end of the day, the studio is still getting the money, and their only objective is to get money. No matter how much they appreciate the art, no matter how much they want to just make more art, it is about getting the dollar sign. And every view that you give them is a dollar sign. You're giving them more money.
Okay.
We don't care. We would prefer it if I would love Slender Man 2. It's a horrible movie.
Get in there with Bye Bye Man too.
I want these things because I want to laugh again at how hard the studio tries and sucks at it. Like the first Birdemic, this is what I don't want. The first Birdemic was the guy earnestly trying to make a movie. And then Birdemic 2 was leaning into the meme, and I don't like the Birdemic 2 stuff. If Tommy Wiseau made The Room 2 leaning into how horrible it would be horrible.
Everything that Tommy Wiseau has done since The Room has become like that big comedy thing, has been leaning into it. He has a new movie that's, I think it's called Big Shark or something. And it is exactly what you think it is. That's where the problem comes.
Where they're in on the joke.
When Morbius 2 inevitably comes out and they look to the camera and say it's morbing time, that's not what it's gonna be about.
He's gonna read a fanfic and it's gonna be like morbid time, and then he's gonna throw it away.
It's gonna be some reference to it.
Yes!
Because it has to be. It's that FNAF bullshit. Can I get a FNAF 2 to cringe more? Like I said, I think the FNAF 2 is going to be better. They're going to take the things that work and throw away the things that don't work.
I don't know. Because I don't know if they know what things worked and didn't. They know Fat Lawyer worked, but Doug is about it. Everything else, what do you think a studio thinks worked in that movie? The relationship between Vanny and Schmidt?
No.
Abby and Schmidt's relationship?
It's the animatronics and the story.
What story? What part of the story?
The story that's in the games.
Unbelievable.
I don't like him saying they only want money like it's a bad thing. Sure, they do want money, but they want to be fairly compensated for the work they do. Yeah, it's they're not putting out an ill-intentioned product like, oh yeah, we're scamming these months with Morbius.
Yeah, it's not like the people creating the art want to put out a bad product on purpose just with the express intent of making money for the studio. The studio, of course, is just going to be like, yo, money, money, money. But the people creating it are like, I like this project. I want it to do well. I want people to like it. I want people to think it is good. I own all the Fairy Tail on Blu-ray. I have no regrets.
Coffin of Andy and Laylee proves that Twitter has no actual power and is not a substantial consumer base. The devs are literally millionaires from people complaining about it.
I don't know what that is.
I'm gonna look it up now. Thank you for the super chat, Master Jinx. Thank you. I didn't say your name earlier. Thank you for the super chat, Eris.
It's a survival game. I've never seen this. Got an interesting art style.
The devs are millionaires from people complaining about it. Hey, get your money.
Oh no.
One for all, full count.
Why isn't that one back to back?
Which one? Because I'm not listening.
Doing more of the stuff that happened. No, I'm not saying you can't be critical about a piece of media. I'm saying going to the lengths of setting up hate accounts just to hate watch something. It's just redundant because
Those are trolling pieces of yeah. Why would you pay attention to those types of people? You want to pay
scam.
You want to pay attention to the people that will engage with an argument, will be able to critically speak on why a thing is bad. Not, oh, the MCU and all this woke.
Like, okay, yeah, great.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah, this is what we need.
Thank you so very much.
it's just redundant because you're just going to get more of what you hate. I don't get it. Now, like I said, I'm an MC.
But they thrive on that hatred if their entire account is set up on it. Yeah. So they want more. It's very much like what DSP says about detractors. If I were to go away, y'all wouldn't have someone to laugh at. Blah, blah, blah. They want to laugh at these horrible things. So they wanted to continue ad infinitum. Mm-hmm. Physical media is the way to go. I am a lazy piece of shit. I want to go from one fighting game to the next without switching out a disc.
Nope, I am a physical media boy.
Like I said, I'm an MCU fanboy, so I'd love more movies. But my literal biggest pet peeves are complaining about something and not doing anything to help yourself out of the situation. And complaining about...
Stop watching the thing you don't like. What happens if you're a lapsed fan? If you liked 80% of the MCU up until this point, and then the past 6 movies have been trash, and you're complaining about it in the hopes that it improves, in the hopes that somebody sees it, and you can lend a voice to improving the product that you used to love, are you just gonna tell that person, just get out of the situation?
Give up.
It's this quasi echo chamber nonsense that people want, where it's just like, people just clap for it. Now, again, there are extreme ends of both sides where there are going to be hate accounts where it's just like, oh my God, the MCU is the worst thing ever. Follow me for more hatred of MCU. And there's going to be people that are just like, the MCU is the greatest thing ever. Follow me for all the MCU news and all the love. And either way, you don't pay attention to those people. But you want more of those people, I guess, because you're not complaining about people love watching a series.
Who walk into every MCU movie like, yeah, I'm going to love this because it's MCU.
Never forget about 6 for the 6, where people wanted to go see Justice League 6 times to support it. Never forget about what they tried to do, the campaign they tried to do.
You think that dude that watched in Captain Marvel 140 times loved Captain Marvel? Was he doing it for the thing?
Nah, he ain't doing it this time.
Yeah, where he at?
Where you at? That was the hero we need.
Yeah, the world needed him most. He gone.
What if I like watching the thing I don't like?
That's the part that he just is not calculating for him.
Thank you for the super chat, Jinx. I hate the don't watch argument. What if I don't like it and I like it or not? Like it's a dumb argument. BG and DA, next year is manga My Hero Academia's 10-year anniversary. Really?
Good. It's gonna end.
Dragon Ball
It's gonna
Waker
end on a high note.
Ultra Instinct has the best foreshadowing.
Bad video.
You saw a little.
Video. No. It was just a short.
It's already been decided.
Why does he keep being?
I'll smash that future! Hey, Deku, shut up, you nerd!
There's so many alerts.
You put yourself through on purpose, knowing the outcome and knowing you'd hate the outcome, but still choosing to complain about it. You guys are complaining about movies that you do not need to watch. Like, shut the fuck up. Stop.
Oh wait.
Just stop watching it. It is.
Literally stop watching it if you don't like it.
You're complaining about movies that you hate. What if you go into the movie thinking that it's good and you come out complaining? How do you differentiate that person from a hate watcher? Is it simply the hate watcher accounts that you're looking for, or people just going, "Wow, this movie sucked. The past MCU movie sucked, and the past MCU movie before that sucked as well"? Are they officially hate watching, or are they just going, "Maybe this one will be good"? No, he said early in the beginning that people who think this one will be good is the dumb people.
Yep.
So what's the number of movies before you just give up?
Before you're allowed to just go, I'm not watching it anymore.
Because the MCU is a studio, but there's different writers, directors, editors, actors, all this stuff. In the diarrhea of all the stuff that was going on around the third Spider-Man movie, that came out, I was like, hey, that's pretty good. Got a lot of problems, but it's good. But then you combo that directly into, I think,
Black Panther, maybe?
I forgot what came next, but I feel like Eternals was around.
Maybe
Eternals.
Eternals.
It was something that came out where it was just like, this?
There was something before, which I think was Thor 4. And then it was Spidey, and then it was something else that was a stinkeroo.
What was that?
What's up, Fighting? I prefer physical media when it comes to books, manga, etc., but digital for movies and video games. I love reading books physical. I love the smell of pages. I just love the feel of pages. I don't know what it is.
Black Widow, Shang-Chi, Eternals, Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, Thor Love and Thunder, Black Panther. Oh,
What a run!
So you look at Black Widow, Shang-Chi, and Eternals, all trash. Shang-Chi, people like it. It's trash.
It's not a good movie.
And so you just can't walk into Spider-Man now? Thinking that I like Spider-Man, this looks good, Tobey Maguire. You're dumb for walking into Spider-Man even though you like that character? Or are you dumb for walking into Black Widow, a character that you liked? What can we watch? How much of stuff can we watch?
Not all writers are good, so you're gonna see some bad movies.
Yes.
Even movies that look good, because the whole point of a trailer is to sell you on the movie. The audience, this is the Comey vid or something else. The Comey vid is next. This is why hate watching is stupid. The audience doesn't owe the creator of the art anything, especially after spending their money. Yeah, they don't really, like, the money is spent.
Yeah.
So, is his problem people complaining about the thing? Or just setting up accounts for it? Because if these same people just never talked about it, just silently in their own head, oh my god, this is trash, I hate it, would he still care about them?
I think he does, because he's going, you're watching the movie, thus getting them money. And that's the whole thing. You've watched the movie, you've put money in their pocket, and you hate it. So it's not even really about, the point is also about doing the hate account stuff. But
What?
that's his face right now. What? Why are you watching this? What?
Let me just save this man a little.
I need to watch. Like, shut the fuck up. Stop. Just stop watching it. It is that simple. Shut up. Like, it's the same with the Velma show. You see it's bad on the internet. Everybody's saying it's bad. So why are you putting yourself through that torment?
Because you want to see how bad it is.
Or everybody says that it's bad, but you're your own person and you can like it or dislike it.
Thank you for being a bum soul. It's like, imagine someone going, hey, there's a fire outside. If you enjoy looking at fires, you pyromaniac, you peanut, you're gonna run. Or people, it's the car crash, it's the disaster, all that stuff. You're gonna run outside. You're gonna want to see it. You hear them fire engines. You want to see what's going on. What you're essentially saying is, everyone is screaming, "This is the biggest fire ever! What a fire!" And you're just going, "I'm not gonna go see that fire. I'm not gonna look out my window to see that fire." No, some people want to see the fire.
There are some people out there that legitimately like Velma.
Yes.
Are they wrong for going into it, even with all the negative stuff that they were hearing? Because people can have their own opinions. People can look at reviewers that they know and trust and be like, I'll take this person's opinion. They seem trustworthy. I might not take this person. I want to see it for myself. There's a whole lot of reasons. You can't just be like bad word of mouth because somebody had to have that initial word of mouth.
Yes.
Are they wrong for going into it? How many people with bad word of mouth is it before you could just go, all right, I guess I'm just never seeing
This
that
is the cutoff point. Why would you watch it?
I can't have my own opinion because people are having my opinions for me.
People have the right to complain regardless of the content is good or bad. People can enjoy garbage like the Attack on Titan
Mean
ending.
Spice said, "Oh Yadier, what did you think of those platinum end videos I found?"
I didn't think about them.
Man,
I've got no opinion on Platinum Man, homie. I ain't watch that. I ain't read that. I don't like hate watching or reading. I know it's trash. People say it's trash, so I'm not gonna do it. Folds arms. That's what he wants. That's the universe this month wants.
Man, X example is really, really bad. Guess according to him, it is bad now, and I have to accept that it's fact.
It's just people say that it's bad, so you don't watch it.
I'm friends with people that love Iron Mite. You're not friends with those people.
No, you cut them off.
Thank you for the super chat, Soul. You have missed a guy just saying don't hate watch things because it just makes things more things.
Even if it's all been decided, there's something wrong.
So why are you putting yourself through that torment? I'll give you a second to think about it. You don't need to. Now remember, almost...
No, you don't need to, but you might want to.
This one's for you, Morph.
There you go. This one's for you, Morph. Thank you, Master Jakes, for the super chat. I like watching and reading things. That way I have an informed opinion on it. Even if I don't think I will like it, I'll still watch it because I refuse to form an opinion on something I haven't seen. I think you can form some form of baseline opinion based on, character design, the way a trailer looks, blah, blah, blah. But you can't have an informed opinion on that thing.
The conversation, there is no conversation with somebody who has seen something and you've only seen snippets or seen a review or heard about stuff.
Or read a synopsis.
If you want to have that conversation, then you're going to obviously need to watch or read or engage with that media.
So if a show has one bad episode or season, you just got to drop it cold turkey at that
apparently, because it's just not going to get good.
All the single furries, all the single furries, all the single furries.
Y'all don't know, y'all. I can't hate watch that.
Honestly, the viewer you guys want. Stop coming to these. You know what they write.
Yeah, you know what? That is basically stop coming to these.
No, but we're saying stop coming to these.
Banned.
Gone forever. We're saying stop coming to these because we don't want people here. He's saying stop complaining about this stuff because just more stuff is going to happen. We do this stuff regardless of the people. Stop coming to these.
decade ago, all over Twitter, niggas watched this bullshit ass incest movie and sat there and complained how much they hated watching it. Like, Jesus Christ, why are you
What
complaining about
incest
it when you
movie?
knew the outcome? You knew how this would go. I think the movie was called...
Because some people have fun complaining about
what
things.
was the movie?
I'm gonna go back.
And you knew the outcome. You knew how this would go. I think the movie was called like Something Strange About the Johnsons, and everybody was just talking about it, talking, and then saying,
I don't
"Oh
think
my
I've
God,
heard
I
it.
shouldn't have watched this. I shouldn't have watched this." Yes, you shouldn't have. You knew the outcome. Shut up. Stop.
Hey, did part 2 come out of that? Hey, did the sequel of that movie come out?
It's an indie horror film, about 30 minutes. It has a 7.1 on IMDb.
Oh, so it's a good movie.
It has a
For the most part.
4.9 out of 5 on India Short Mags.
Oh.
I don't... Yes, people can think that something is weird and just go woof and have feelings about that, but are they saying that this is bad, or are they saying that it's weird? Reception.
Yeah, because I don't know how much of Shorties is that it's bad, or the exploitation... Cuties is that it's bad, or the exploitation of children that we're watching is the issue. It was a YouTube short movie. I want to watch it now. Ironically, these kind of people advocate for censorship. What about the people that didn't know anything about it before they watch it? Another great pause. His eyes. Like Trigger said, you didn't like episode 2 and you're still watching it, you weirdo.
Yeah, it seems like it got generally positive reviews. It's just weird. But
a lot of horror is weird to begin with. No, I've never watched Shorties or Cuties or anything.
Immediately
And I
after,
shan't be.
Immediately after its release, There's Something Strange About the Johnsons received polarizing reviews from both critics and audience. Many were divided on the film's controversial themes, although Mayo and Bullock received widespread acclaim for their portrayals of Sydney and Joan, respectively.
It feels very much like this is super weird.
Yeah.
And it's making me uncomfortable, and I shouldn't have watched.
Someone said that as an African-American incest and child sexual abuse survivor, Malcolm Harris of the Huffington Post wrote that Billy Mayo's performance was brilliant and that we should be applauding the fact that someone has finally shown the true courage of proposing the question, what if? What if these strange events were occurring behind closed doors? So it seems like people were just uncomfortable with the
Subject
with
matter.
the subject matter, but it seems like a generally positive movie. Now, if people are going, whoa, what the... It's an incest movie and I shouldn't have watched that, it seems like they're not engaging within the... They're not talking about what's wrong with the movie or anything. It just seems like it's just this weirdo stuff, triggered language, but it's just this weirdo stuff that you're not comfortable with, and you're just going, ugh. Now... You if you walk into Cuties and just go, what, the little girl's twerking? You read the title, little girl's twerking. That's not a 30-year-old twerking, and they say that that's a little girl. That's a little girl twerking. Something strange about the Johnsons. Are they family and they're doing incest stuff? It seems like they're just, they're just
I don't want to hear it because I'm actually going to watch this now.
No, I'm looking at the cast and they don't have the same last name. So these are just people portraying a family that has an incest storyline instead of this little 11-year-old twerking. You walk into that, you just go, you bought the ticket, muff. But if it's like mom kissing a little son or whatever, you just go,
Meet the Johnsons is super disgusting, but the message is clear. So I wonder if it's very much like grotesque or torture porn in horror movies, what's that clown movie that's coming out? Terrifier. I wonder if it's like a Terrifier where it's just like, oh my god, I shouldn't have watched it. I fainted. It was so horrifying.
I'm interested in what this is, and it's 30 minutes. I can throw that on while I'm grinding.
Just the name has gotten people interested now, and now the information. You have just created a new audience for this just by saying what this was.
No, you knew the outcome. Shut up. Stop doing it. Stop. But back to the MCU hate. There is entire...
But again, did that now create a whole like franchise of Meet the Johnsons or whatever? God, I gotta stop pausing on this man.
Stop. But back to the MCU hate. There is entire Twitter accounts talking about the bad CGI, the bad jokes, the bad screenplay, or whatever. And I'm willing to bet my bottom dollar that these same people that have the hate accounts are the same people buying the tickets for reserve level at Cinemark. Day zero.
You don't know that.
You don't know that.
You don't know that. You
And-
said you're willing to bet, so you don't know that. So
And what's funny is you're not disagreeing with the things they're saying. You're just mad that they're saying it on an account dedicated to say these types of things.
you said it was a stock standard MCU movie. So what's good about it? What's bad about it? Do you agree with them? What's going on here? Do you know their purpose for having these accounts? It's just whining. Stop it.
Tickets drop on Wednesday night at like 12 a.m. just so they can get their tweets out, just to hate watch. I'll fully admit there's some absolute dog shit CGI in the MCU, but you don't need to be hate watching it to point it out. You can see it in the trailers. Giving the studio
What if
more
you
money-
weren't hate watching it? What if you like the Thor Ragnarok and it's the same cast and it's the same directors and writers and stuff like that, and you rock in there and you just go, "What the is this?"
It's just like Loverboy Media. He went in wanting to love Bats v Soups. He watched it twice and was just like, "Oh God, no, this is horrible. Let me tweet about it." Was he wrong to do so? Was he hate watching? Not all complainers are hate watchers. Not all hate watchers are complainers.
And we have no evidence about these MCU hate accounts. So he's just shouting into the void of just going, "Hey, these people are wrong."
You can see it in the trailers. Giving the studio more money to produce the stuff that you hate the most is probably one of the dumbest ideas I've ever seen. And
Hey, but you know what's funny? If one of their main complaints is the CGI and the studio gets more money and they fix the CGI, now there's no longer a complaint about the CGI. But if you see the CGI, everybody's calling it bad, there's a chance the studio will go, "Hey, we need to do something about the CGI in our next movie." As opposed to people just going, I guess, MCU, bog standard, shrug shoulders,
Or-
Thursday viewing.
Or even patch it out like they did. They fixed that floating head. Well, they tried to fix the floating head in the Thor movie. They fixed certain things in Cats. Legitimate patch.
I've ever
It happens. I don't know what.
I've ever seen, and I think people just do it without realizing it far too much. And if you're tired of the
Pause.
MCU,
Okay, I realize it. What is the argument now? I do realize that if I go see a movie that I think is going to be bad, it's putting money in the pockets of the Ing studio, and they might produce more movies that I think are bad. What is your argument now?
Or they might produce movies that I think are good.
And what if I want that?
Yeah.
Now, what is your argument? Not as ridiculous as the guy that compared Batman with Jesus. I just finished re-listening to that. It's gotta be top 3 episode of
just
all time.
baffling after baffling.
We've got so many memes from the channel through it. Morph started there. This one's for you, Morph. What does it mean? Started there, dude. It was so good.
Remember when DA pretended to like Bats v Soup? If Charlie Simpson was in front of me right now, I'd pretend to like it as well. I don't care.
Cucked out to
I
your
am an
man.
absolute cuck to that man. I don't give a he liked it. I liked it.
You like it? No, we like
we
it.
the same, bub. What'd you like about it?
Yo,
Go
you
ahead,
just like me for real.
those happen to be the exact same things that I liked about the movie. It's very weird because knowing the media, knowing what's bad about the media, you can BS your way into talking about the good of the media because you know it so well.
Yeah.
So
You can
I can
BS
talk
it.
about. I've talked about the good of Fairy Tale with legitimate arguments with people because I know Fairy Tale so well because I know what the bad is and I know what to avoid when talking about Fairy Tale to highlight the good.
Stop talking about third Hokage.
Could I make the argument for the third Hokage? I don't think I could.
We really need to do that series where we just argue with each other about a thing we do believe in and don't believe in.
I don't think I can make the argument.
I
It's
could
hard.
try to formulate arguments for the third Hokage
It would be
for
so
a series
hard
like that.
But after 2 layers, it crumbles.
Oh, yeah.
You can make a surface level argument. It's just like, but what about this?
I would do my
and then it's
best.
like done. It can be done, but it's so hard, and it's going to be so much head cannon.
I'm gonna be going hard. It's gonna be a hard
gonna be
mode.
trash.
I'm gonna be playing the Dark Souls of arguments.
It's just pure headcanon.
Yeah, he's the god of shinobi. Well, what does that mean? He's strong. Where does it say he's strong?
In the name.
Oh, he's so frustrating. Yeah, we've got into some arguments that will not see the light of day that are not good. They're just not good. That Joker debate was not good.
Heroes isn't even the best third Hokage. Get that out of here.
Much. And if you're tired of the MCU, just stop watching it. That's all you gotta do. You don't need to keep watching it. There is no reason to hate watch a movie just to yell out that it is bad. So just don't.
No, there is. You get engagement for your social media, for your YouTube channel. There are people that just point out things are bad, and then people go watch to agree that things are bad.
So if you don't like the MCU, you haven't liked the last 9 movies, say, and then they just go, hey, this movie's getting all the Avengers back together, the original Avengers. Do you just go, I can't watch it?
Carlo, that last trigger stream we did, the other guy talking was Joker. Me and him got into a debate in his Discord over voice chat, and it was not good. Didn't HBO sell off and cancel a lot of shows they fund? Velma
Nami the
season
Goat
1 and
says,
2.
Are we still getting the Mark month y'all promised?
Never promised.
What's on the half of Mark Month?
Sorry, kid. Full Mark Month wasn't part of the deal. Face. That and companies are famous for doing stuff like that, regardless of what whether we want it or not. Thank you for the super chat. So yeah, they've definitely sold off. I know Disney is looking to option some stuff off back to Netflix. I'm sure WB. They canceled the Coyote versus Acme movie and went, you guys can shop it around. Let them shop around Batgirl. Like,
nope. The masters have been destroyed. Sorry.
Let me try. Major help in the 9-tail ceiling. Stop the Orochimaru from taking over Kanawa. Protected Sasuke. That's the third.
Major help in the 9-tail ceiling.
Goku,
What did he do?
Ultra Essence Goku, True Divine Essence Goku.
What did he do? He was a major help, but so was a lot of people. Doesn't matter. Stopped Oro from taking over Konoha. Everybody tried to stop him. It doesn't matter. He was just a part of the system. Doesn't matter. Is he the only person that could have? Jiraiya was in the village. He could have stopped him. Doesn't matter. What's the third argument?
Protected Sasuke.
Protected Sasuke. When? I don't remember that. I guess from Oro. But that goes back into the Jiraiya thing. Debunked. There is no argument for that man. Alright?
Just to yell out that it is bad. So just don't watch the movie until you think the next one is going to be good. The studio.
But what if you think the one that you're yelling about is going to be good? What then?
But it turned out to be bad again.
There's so many qualifiers in this. Don't watch them. If you 2 movies in a row and the third one, don't watch that movie unless you think it's gonna be good. Like, okay, so once I do go into it and then think it's bad, can I complain about it or no? And is that qualified as hate watching?
Think the next one is going to be good. The studios see what you're saying, but they know that you're still going to watch it regardless of what you say. They're still getting money. They don't care. They're just going to keep dropping the movies regardless. So just hurt them where it matters most, their pockets. I have a friend who literally.
Can I just say, I am starting to really dislike the.
Aries1 says, when are we getting anime wins year? You promised.
Never once promised that. That Begatron.
I didn't even know.
Did you watch the video?
No,
Oh.
I can't.
I can't.
I have a hard time with Phil sometimes. He's a piece of garbage.
Because you guys are like, my family. Thanks for the money, dummies. What if month never? Dang, what was his argument? I was just arguing against it before that super chat. I mean, before that TTS.
Where it matters most, their pockets.
Oh, I'm starting to dislike the argument of vote with your wallet. Because there is some credence to that. But do you think, like I said, the 10,000 hate watchers are going to matter as much as the 20 million people that go, oh, it's an MCU movie, let me go watch it? It takes a series of bad movies for the general populace to do a thing. Because what you need is the general populace to stop a thing, not this niche group of hate watchers.
I don't think that the Buzz movie would have been happy with 240 million. That's not what they're looking for. What they're looking for is in a 400, 500 million, and there's not enough people that hate watch that. That little small bump that you're given, it doesn't really matter.
I have a friend who literally stopped watching the MCU movie because he didn't like the formula anymore. And he is a purebred hater. If he can do it, y'all can do it too, dog. Like,
Okay, so you're just, this person could be made up. We don't know what their reasonings are. I don't care about your anecdotal evidence of this dude that is a full-blown hater. I don't care about your anecdotal evidence of your kid, a little cousin kid who's watching Paw Patrol and going, I hate this, knows how to verbalize what he doesn't like, but still watch. I don't care about this, because you can make whatever argument you want with anecdotal evidence like this. It doesn't matter.
Y'all can do it too, dog. Like, I don't know. I just don't get it. It just doesn't make much sense to me. I'm a logical thinker, so like...
You are illogical if you're going into this movie.
Why did the third Hokage allow the college to bully the boy with a nuclear bomb in his belly?
That's the only argument that you need. And there is no reply. There never will be. Get him off the mountain.
I'm telling you, get him
Sand over it.
The get him off the poster is one of my favorite new things from this channel. I keep going back to that clip. It's Sugar Rush. What is he doing? Get him off the poster. You're wasting space.
Said to me, I'm a logical thinker, so like logically, if I don't like something, I'm just not going to watch it. And I have friends that...
Did you watch Eternals?
Did you watch Thor?
But
did you think it was going to be
like
good,
it.
or did you not like it going in? Did you see the reviews that were not? They were good?
Because they said it was trash, and he
So-
still went for that Thursday viewing.
Quantumania, yeah, they said that they were bad, but you went in there. So bad reviews, but you can still go in there, even though the preconceived notion of the wider community is that it's bad. Why is that allowed? If you think it is bad, even though the reviews came out and they were bad, and you think it's bad, can you say that it's bad without being derided as somebody just like, well, you saw the reviews, why'd you go into it? What is this argument?
MCU forgot that Eternals existed, because that thing
is just chilling there.
Stinky Guy is my favorite.
What do you do with that? So just don't even mention
Acknowledge it.
It's just whatever.
They gave me to watch the Velma show just to hate watch. I was like, bro, I'm not watching this bullshit. This looks like ass. Y'all can go ahead and do it. I'm not.
You watched it.
You watched an episode.
Yeah. And you took a walk.
Go ahead and do it. I'm not giving this any attention. I'm just going to ignore it. It didn't happen. It's not there. It's not there. It's out of my mind, out of sight. I don't care. It's not for me. I don't see it.
So you're not trying to engage in the conversation, but what about me who's trying to engage in the conversation about things?
Someone like me that goes, Velma is a very bad show, but it's not the 0 out of 10 people give it. I would have to make an argument for my 2.5, 3.5. I would have to make that argument. And if I didn't watch it all, how will I ever make that argument?
Why is it okay to watch a full episode? After 5 minutes, you just go, this is 5 minutes of pure trash. It's a scam. You go, this is 5 minutes of pure trash. Why are you continuing to watch it?
Yes.
Why is where's the line of this is trash and you stop? Because things could get better.
Yes. JoJo's for me.
Not for me. I don't see it. Goodbye. Block. Period. Talk to that. But anyway, ran over. I just need to get this off my chest. I've been thinking, I've had this thought in my mind, like this little piece in my mind for years. But I never had a platform to just start ranting about stuff. And now I do. And it feels so good. I can let all this hate out my chest. I can just,
You're hate speaking? Don't you think that's illogical? After I'm already in the theater and 20 minutes into the movie, if I start thinking that the movie is going to be bad as a whole, am I supposed to leave?
What's the plan here?
Thank you for the super chat, Jinx.
just put it in a video. If you guys want more rants, let me know in the comments. Like it if you like the video, dislike it if you dislike the video. Subscribe if you made it this far because you clearly like me. And yeah, I'm out of here. Catch you guys in the next feed. I'm gonna go stare at a wall and be mad.
That's not a good argument for hate watching.
Same energy as Morgan Freeman. Stop talking about racism, so therefore racism will magically stop existing.
He's an old man.
There's some real bias going on with the Detroit Smash today. Yeah, it's like a 7.5. It was a nothing. He didn't make any argument. He's just really mad the thing he loves is getting on.
And the argument is there for hate watching, of course, obviously.
Yes.
But that just wasn't it. Just like the argument is there for the third Hokage. But good luck.
Oh, God. Why?
Oh!
Why is he here?
We never
We
left.
never for a second
Why, sir? Comey!
What could possibly be here for this? Why are we looking at Tanjiro in a Comey video? Episode 19, first frame.
19!
It was never a moment of leaving.
So this is by...
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Anti Kash.
We're talking about...
Can't communicate, anime review and breakdown.
Yep.
With recent anime seasons, there have been endless waifus from Nagatoro-san to My Dress Up Darling.
Don't care about waifu stuff.
To what I'm speaking about in this video, Komi-san. I want to love it, but there's something that's bothering me. Is it hate or is it something else? Find out in this video. And let me
Maybe
know
it's
what you think.
Maybelline. And the description, boys?
That's the end.
Alright then. Spoiler alert, the guy bitches about him not relating to Comey's lack of communication. There's no way.
Relatability.
There's no way. You can't show Tanjiro and then go relatability.
But I'm nice.
But he's the nicest. Sometimes people can't communicate. She's just the most can't communicate. Question, is demon time? It's mine.
Demon time. We both went different places, but the same conclusion.
I have a terrible feeling that he's about to say Demon Slayer has a better story.
I think this might just be an intro.
It has to be.
One of those in hip hop beat intros where they just zoom out and do inversions and stuff like that.
I've been making some positive videos.
Alrighty. I've given you too much faith, sir.
I've been making some positive videos on anime, so it's time to get negative.
I'll dive off negativity.
Oh! Pause.
What is this beat? What do I know about this? Where do I know this beat from?
So, perfection through simplicity. Demon Slayer Swordsman Villic art review. No!
Universal Instinct Goku, Angel Seed Goku, Autonomous Dragon Force Goku.
There's no way we're doing this. He is a Demon Slayer fan. Okay, let's just hear the arguments. I know this beat from somewhere though.
This anime season was full of waifus with plenty of personalities for each person. It was a season of love, and what am I doing? Hating. I mean, I hate Komi-san can't communicate.
Well, why are you watching it? Stop one. It just sort of... It's one video.
Communicate.
Hey, maybe
The audio
turn
is
up
very
that.
low on that one.
Komi-san Can't Communicate is a newer slice of life anime. The plot is pretty simple as stated in the title. Our waifu here is Komi, who literally can't communicate. She struggles to say even one word. It's a typical rom-com where our other main character is as average as you get. I mean, his trope is literally being average. Which sure is grounding in...
Is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing?
It sounds like he's about to explain it.
Which sure is grounding in some ways, but it was pretty annoying to me.
That he's an average guy with nothing special about him?
Well, let's let him explain.
Let's let him cook a little bit.
Yeah.
I think it would have been more interesting to pair Comey, who can't speak, with an absolute Chad who can't stop speaking.
You just want some type of dichotomy, reverse coin situation.
But then you have Najime that is kind of that, who's always around them.
Wouldn't it be better for someone that can't communicate to be talking to somebody who can understand the feelings of others despite lack of communication?
Yeah. What can come from the absolute Chad thing that you're speaking about? All it's going to be is pushing her to be more communicative. That's not a word.
Or
Feels like a word.
Or speaking for her.
Yeah, hopefully he explains what comes from that, but I don't think that necessarily would equal just better.
Can't speak, with an absolute Chad who can't stop speaking, for the reasons being that he's actually an introvert, but he acts as an extrovert to calm his nerves. Actually,
You just want a whole different story.
Yeah, I don't.
But so he wants a slice of life with a, because that doesn't even make sense because Comey's not an extrovert. I was gonna say he wants a introvert who's extroverted paired with an extrovert who's introverted. But that's not the case because Comey is not extroverted. She wants to be a better person.
Yeah, he wants two introverted people, but he's already overcome his shyness and stuff like that.
But he hasn't because he's still introverted.
Yes, so, but
it's just a false.
Yeah, he wants that. I can teach you how to put up at least a brave front for this.
But
Instead of just being, hey, you're cool as you are, but if you want to improve, we can go down that road too as well. That's putting up a brave face and doing stuff that you don't like, even just like, hey, do like me, where I'm horrified, but I'm still doing it. Or just like, hey, think about why you're scared. And these people are just people and they like you and they want to be friends with you. So just be friends with them. It's changing your mindset completely as opposed to just put up a shield and act like somebody that you're not. I wouldn't like that.
I can't say I wouldn't like it, but I wouldn't like it nearly as much as what we got. Because I feel like it could be done, but I don't think the story would be as good.
Yeah, he just wants a completely different series. It's bad because I wanted something else. That's
the same thing that happened with Plague of Gripes. He wanted a totally different series. He wanted Comey Can't Communicate to be more serious and more about
the struggle of not being able to communicate and not just, hey, dumb sports girl.
extrovert to calm his nerves. Actually, I'm gonna go write a manga. So the male MC isn't the best, but that isn't the problem.
You haven't established that. You established that he was playing and there was something else that it can be done better in your opinion.
Yeah, would the character you created be the best? Because there's only one the best.
I don't even see how it could be where the only place that it could go is do as I do. Because how does that introverted person who's putting up that shield, how do they learn that, oh, this shield is not good? It's two people learning the same thing, essentially.
It would have to be Comey is getting over her introverted self on her own, and then him recognizing through her that my shield isn't what I should be doing, it's what she's doing. Fan fiction, if you don't like the story, write the one you want. Yeah. Thank you for the super chat soul. Make a series out of it.
The main character is bad because not because of anything that he's doing, but because he could be better.
Because he's not the character I want him to be.
Crazy.
Best. But that isn't the problem, and it's not what I'm here to complain about. What I want to complain about is the representation of social anxiety.
It's the same thing as Plague of Grape.
人付き合いを苦手とする症状、またはその症状を持つ人を指す。関わりを持ちたくないとは。
I'm gonna go back just for I'm gonna go forward a little bit actually, just for the copyright.
This intro was good to me at first. I was sitting there like, yo, someone gets it. it's about time. But then the anime started. Now, people might be thinking I'm taking the show too seriously. And you know what? You're probably right. The show is definitely a good watch, as in there's good animation, good music, and I guess funny moments.
What's wrong with you?
Or at least it's supposed to be funny.
She's not.
But one of the main reasons I dislike this show is because of something that I look for in every show. And that is the target audience.
I mean, I don't care about what other people are thinking when I'm watching something.
When I'm enjoying a thing. Why would I look at the target audience of a thing instead of just going, is this thing good?
Let me hear this.
Except when it's literally for kids. I'm talking the Paw Patrols. I'm talking your Dora.
MLP.
What?
No. Those are for, I'm talking like 3-year-olds.
Yeah. You're Barney.
Yes, those types of things where it's just like, this is just for
That's my
kids. They don't really
This
know
is just something
anything.
that you're putting on.
Yes.
And its colors and its sounds.
Yes. Those are the ones where I would go, it's the target audience of that. I'm not going to get anything out of Adora.
Swordsmith Village arc was terrible. Upper Moon 4 Blood Demon arc was pretty cool. Upper 5 was terrible all around, especially his final form turning things into fish. Remember when you said that?
I remember almost nothing about Swordsman Village. But I want to hear his target audience argument.
Sure.
Target audience. When it comes to shonen anime, the target is less of a matter. Because everyone knows when you get shonen, you get action, you get...
So it doesn't matter!
What's the target for Slice of Life?
What is the target for Slice of Life?
People.
Is
People
it
who are
grown men?
alive.
Is it young girls? Is it teenage boys? Is it prepubescent girls? What is the target audience of a Slice of Life show? Especially when it's waifus.
I feel like he's gonna Shonen Vember, baby.
Never left.
You get longer animes and just something that anyone could really watch. But when it comes down to smaller niches like romance or even isekais, there is a clearer target audience for each show.
Who's the target for romance? People who want that romance? People who already have that romance?
People that want to see what a romance different than the one they have is. People that want to see similarities in the romance of one they have.
People who have just gotten through a breakup and they want just to feel good about romance again.
People working up the courage to confess to somebody, so they're looking at the character, just how they go through all their wants and desires to confess to the person they like.
Asexual people who are just like, oh, this is what people feel about romance and how they go about that.
Hypersexual people that don't really care about romance and just want sex from everybody, and they want to see what it's like to actually care for a person.
What is the genre? Who is the audience for romance?
Who's the audience for isekais? Because isekais can be action, comedy, romance, drama, horror. Who's the target audience for an isekai? Digimon is an isekai. It's a kid's show. Romance is a niche. Mm-hmm. There are a lot of slice of life that is not about romance.
It's comedy romance. I wouldn't say it's a niche. It's like whatever.
It's a subgenre or a genre that could be a subgenre. Orin High School Host Club is shoujo, Nisekai shonen, and Kaguya-sama is seinen. Depends on the series. It's that simple. Even if it doesn't depend on the series, like even if depending on what their category is, what their quote unquote target audience is, they can have the similar things, or they can have vastly different things. It's all about the story that's presented, not necessarily it's a romance, so the target is automatically blank. And he has to agree with that because he went, shonen is not just blank. Because shonen is meant for young boys. But he agrees that shonen can be more than just a thing for young boys. But somehow romance is just pigeonholed into a thing. Isekais are just pigeonholed into a thing.
Isekais target people who want to escape reality.
No, how do you know that?
Yeah.
All it is a fantasy. So what's the difference between if Sword Art Online just started out in that world? There's no video game to try to escape. There's nobody trapped. There's no other world. It's just them in that world. What changes there? Is it now no longer escapism?
With the high number of isekais, I'm sure there's one where somebody has a happy life and then they just go to this bum Middle Eastern, not Middle Eastern, oh my goodness, canceled, Mid-Eastern, not
Medieval.
Medieval. That P took away all my brain cells. Medieval section and it's bad and they want to go back home. Would that be escapism? Like I said, I don't know if that's out there, but it feels like it should be.
Isekai is more the setting. Yeah, it's just people going from one world to another. Anything with alternate. Technically, No Way Home is an isekai for the other characters. If Across the Spider-Verse is an isekai. The Spider-Verse films are isekais. Who are they aimed towards?
Or escape reality. And the show that does it best in my opinion is ReZero. The show uses Subaru, who is honestly one of my favorite main characters in the anime, and he connects to kids who struggle at home or school and even try to push the people closest to him away. He isn't a complete loser, but he isn't someone who's really happy with his current life. And of course he deals with isekai issues much better than most would, but at the end of the day, he's just another person who wants more out of life. What I'm trying to get out here...
This sounds like he's a straight theme monster.
It sounds like he is a straight relatability. I need to connect to this person.
I cannot believe
this is
the hell he does. Technically, Bleach is, for the most part, an isekai. Absolutely. So, a loser. Tokyo Revenge is isekai. Isekai is isekai. Basing it off of stuff like seinen or shonen is a terrible metric. For instance, Berserk and Chi Sweet Home are both seinen, and those are different shows. The Devil is a part-timer, the isekai. I don't care who a series is targeting for, even with, or even what it is about, because a good story can be found in almost anything, about almost anything, and target any audience. I just want good stories. You can feel the projection. Thank you for the super chat, Silver Heart Soul. Thank you for the super chat, Master Jinx.
I do not understand that argument of genre equals
you gotta
target
be
audience and
people that want to escape reality, aka all of us. I'm fine with my reality.
I'm cool. I don't want to go to some place where I have no clue about what's going on. Subaru had to learn how to read and write. I don't.
Subaru is a typical dude. He is an average dude. What is the difference between him and Tadano? It's just the world they inhabit in forms of who they need to be for the characters or the story involved.
The fact that Komi-san can't communicate obviously targets an audience with extreme social anxiety.
No,
you can't say
you can't say that. This is just a character within it. Did the author set out to be like, this needs to be relatable, or hey, maybe people will want this as their waifu, they want to protect her, whatever. You don't know that this is just like, hey, relate to this character because this is something that you're going through.
If you want a story about social anxiety, you need what's that? It's your guy's fault I'm not popular.
Watamote.
You need Watamote. That's the real look into that type of
That's that real down and dirty.
Going into a bathroom, eating lunch by yourself.
The heartbreaking.
Because you can't go back to your desk
and just
other
say,
people
hey, excuse me. Heartbreak. I'm like, this character is objectively awful. She is garbage. She has all these horrible thoughts. Her umbrella's missing. She's like, I wish I could just kill everybody in here. Oh. Nobody deserves to live because my umbrella is stolen. Oh, it's right there. And no apologies, nothing. It's just like, oh, there it is.
No second thought. It's just like, dang, I was ready to kill everybody over an umbrella.
She's awful. But when she can't simply go, excuse me, because she can't talk to people and she would rather eat in the bathroom, you go, that's heartbreaking.
That's what you want for your social anxiety. This is just a character in the world that has social anxiety. It's not necessarily the story surrounding it. It's her wish to do it, but it's like saying that Naruto is about being Hokage. He wants it, but that's not the world it's about. For large swaths of it, it's about Sasuke, even though the name is Naruto. For large swaths of Komi, we get stories about other characters and the things going on with them.
The three little sisters.
Sometimes it's in relation to Komi, sometimes it's not. I don't need to relate to a character to like him.
Yeah, you don't need to at all.
I read the manga of Watamote and I'm glad it only had one season.
No, I needed more.
Naruto wants acceptance, but the series is not about acceptance. It's technically about the cycle of revenge, really. Or the cycle of hate.
And people who are generally introverted. Now, I don't know if the extreme is like a clinically diagnosed thing, but I do know that I have social anxiety. Sometimes
Same.
It's worse than other times. I don't shut myself off from talking, but I'm pretty quiet. And I even get confronted for it at times. And I'll be like, nah, I wasn't overthinking about the endless possibilities of life where I might end up and if there's a chance of success, or me doing something I don't love for life and the rest of eternity. I was just thinking...
That sounds less like social anxiety and more like a fear of the future.
That seems more like regular anxiety.
Yeah.
Food. Yeah, food. Comey not being able to literally speak a word triggers me. I've only watched the first season and not the second that's currently airing, so maybe there's more to it and...
She's learning to talk and communicate more. Mm-hmm. You can get triggered. Okay, I wonder what triggers him about it. Let's hear that first. If he even says it.
Not the second that's currently airing, so maybe there's more to it and some type of
definitely sounds like
clinical
depression.
Reason why she can't speak.
No, there doesn't need to be a reason why she can't speak. There doesn't need to be some
extreme social anxiety. You've already said there are times where you do not speak. This is just the extreme version of that.
Yeah, she doesn't need to be rejected as a kid or something like that to make it so. No.
It's a hyper-realized version of something that actually exists. I'm just waiting on it to hear what triggers him about it.
Why she can't speak? But my issue is that they use the pull of, hey, yeah, you who struggles with social anxiety. Look at this anime with the cute waifu.
Who uses that pull? Yeah. Was the marketing like people with social anxiety?
Here it is. The anime for you. Or is it, this looks good and I want to watch it?
Hey, with the cute waifu. We understand how you feel. And then it's actually like super popular girl, amazing looks, decent people who actually want to be friends with her. And she's just like,
Yes. Are you telling me that just because she looks good and people like her, she should just not have social anxiety? That's like saying rich people shouldn't be depressed.
That's like saying pretty people shouldn't think that they're ugly at times.
This is horrible.
She's just like me for real, man. Oh, wait, she's not a loser like me.
Yeah.
Like, did he say decent people while showing the girl that literally is a monster? It's a joke romance manga.
Yeah. And it goes back to, yes, I am taking the show too serious.
You ask everyone that can't swim why they can't swim, why they can't cook, or can't change the oil in a car, why blind people can't see.
Yeah. Why? Why are you like this?
He wants an ugly girl with social anxiety. Or he wants a girl that he believes is cute, that the audience believes is cute, but the world doesn't believe is cute, that the world ignores. I find it a far more interesting story of a person with social anxiety that everyone likes and gravitate towards. Because then they have to confront that social anxiety. Otherwise, they could just shut themselves off
And just
like
be ignored.
Watamote.
Yeah, she's just ignored. Nobody talks to her, so she doesn't have the chance to talk to people. But everybody wants to talk to Comey, but she can't do it.
And she wants to do it. She wants to communicate. She wants to get over these feelings. She just has a hard time doing so. Maybe you should have just watched more of the series. Maybe you should have read some of the manga.
Or maybe you shouldn't have just came in like, hey, this is how it should
Cotton
be.
Candy Hope says. He just wants her to be replaced by that nebulous thing from Pun.
Truly. Is anyone missing Funny Octopus Man? I'm missing Funny Octopus Man.
And he was a pedo.
I'm on your ass.
The show too serious, but the anime happens to use a real issue and something that I relate.
Everything uses a real issue. Isekais use real issues. Romance
manga where somebody dies, they use a real issue of grief. Is there one way to handle grief? Is there one way to handle social anxiety? Come on
He
now.
seems personally offended that the series is not taking it as seriously as he feels that the series should.
When it's not that type of series.
The mirror between Komi and Wado and the Watamote MC is pretty privileged. Absolutely.
It is. She is a literal gremlin.
Happens to use a real issue and something that I relate to. And not every anime is made to self-insert yourself as the main character, and that might not even be the case here. But when they use traits that haven't really been explored in other animes, and it's a chance for them to explain it to people who don't get things like social anxiety.
But if they explain it in a way that's fun and entertaining to people, they may now think, oh, that person that doesn't really talk, maybe they want to talk to me and they just can't because they have social anxiety. There are so many ways to communicate an issue to people outside of just making it the most serious, grounded, realistic version of a thing. Because if that's the case, this would not be the same manga, period. What are you looking for?
The Almighty Jew Hansen says.
Perfect.
But can they not be levels to relatability? So while you may not relate to it, that does not mean no one else can relate to it. Sounds like gatekeeping because I can't relate to it.
It's true. Well, it is why I hate Comey. But he really just hates it because he can't see enough of himself in the character. And the world doesn't take it as seriously as he thinks it should. Bro, I have extreme anxiety and I joke about it to cope with it. A lot of people do. ReZero, the thing he likes has an average character in it that he relates to, so by his logic, he should hate it. What it relates, I guess he's not a loser, but he's not cool. He strives to be better, I guess. But that's Comey too!
But he was looking for a more realistic portrayal that doesn't get shown off normally in anime. And I just looked for anxiety on TV tropes, and there's quite a lot.
Cool.
Asteroid in Love, The Big Wind Up, Bocchi the Rock. They count Zenitsu, which is a bit weird.
He has anxiety, but that's more fear.
Shinji from Evangelion.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Corona from,
And that's a really serious look at it.
Corona from Soul Eater.
Corona.
Whatever. It's fine. You understood it. Everybody got that. But yeah, it's out there. This is one of those things where I didn't get exactly what I want. this realistic sad portrayal as she's just slow panning in as other people are talking around. Watch Watamote. It's funny, but it's also a lot sadder because she doesn't have a Tadano in this first season.
Get things like social anxiety or other introvert-like traits, I can't help myself but become the main character. Komi herself is a very wholesome, shy character, similar to other shy girls or the shy girl trope in anime. And she's hard to hate besides the fact that she can't talk. And
what's the problem?
I guess the world just doesn't take it serious enough.
besides the fact that she can't talk. And people hate those type of characters in general, but I'm the one to defend them.
What?
Like in
somebody that can't talk? No. Switch is my favorite character in Sket Dance. There's a character in Needless, which is not very good to my memory.
I think I saw Needless as well, and I think I would agree with that.
But she had the trope of writing down on a piece of paper because her ability was just you needed to breathe in her perfume. And when she finally did her ability, she spoke, and they were like, "Whoa, she spoke!" And then when they said that, they breathed it in, and that's how they got her. And I was like, "Oh, yeah, that's smart."
Oh, Neo. People love Neo.
Ring the Sket Dance bell, motherfuckers. Keep ringing it, cause I'll keep ringing it out. But that's just a good example of a character that don't really talk. Who are these? Who doesn't like that? That's not really a prevalent enough archetype to be like, oh, boo.
Yeah, I don't see enough of it or enough arguments against it. I don't think I've ever seen, oh, I hate this trope of people that can't talk or something.
Yeah, I don't. There was a TV tropes thing.
I think everybody sees themselves, a little bit of themselves in a lot of characters. And you can see yourself in Comey. He just needs, like... It's just dumb shit.
It's just not a good argument is at the end of the day.
Like in Quince, for example, Miku is a great character. The girl from Rent a Girlfriend, she's alright, I guess, but
she's terrible.
What?
No, that one's fine. I
hate her.
No, it's Sun Eater. People love Sun Eater.
Love Sun Eater.
I guess, but I don't hate her. Either way, at least they could speak. I get that the trope of the show is her not being able to speak, but to me that completely destroys the premise that she wants to speak to other people.
You do not understand the series. Damn, this piece isn't the way I need it to be. Thank you for Super Castle.
She doesn't speak, so that hurts the series because she wants to. What? She wants to, but she can't, and she's trying to do so. That's the series. What's hurt by them doing the thing?
Oh, he didn't watch it, understand?
Or he watched it just with the mindset of, this isn't what I want, and he's not absorbing the information. He's just looking at everything that's happening going, why isn't it happening like this?
Yeah. Oh, fighting gimmick. I forgot to reset up commands, but scripts and... Oh, I think I forgot scripts too. Redeem list should be fine. Ooh. Okay,
can we get that again?
Yeah, oh yeah.
The trope of the show is her not being able to speak, but to me that completely destroys the premise that she wants to speak to other people. And if anything, if you want to use a trope, at least make some use of it. For example, in Ranking of Kings, his trope is literally being like the weakest character and having actual disabilities, but there's a much deeper meaning behind that if you watch the show. Something I realized recently
Hey, how about you watch the show? You watch AC.
It doesn't need to be a deeper meaning.
She wants to speak. She can't speak thanks to her social anxiety.
Hey,
how to know is gonna help her try to speak.
You say that you deal with social anxiety. Would you like somebody just going, hey, why don't you speak? Do you think that that's a good way to get over social anxiety?
You've had your friends come up to you like, hey, you not talking. How did you feel in that moment?
It's not just a light switch that you can just go, hey, I want this thing, so let me just go do it. Hey, I'm the CEO now, because I want to be.
Hey, Mr. Microsoft, you're out of here. Actual disabilities is incredibly presumptuous.
It's a scam.
The bot is not a scam. I just said scripts is not set up either.
Says, nothing goes over my head. I would catch it.
I would catch it.
Redeemed list still works.
I realized recently at a social gathering is that I do overthink. And some people might not get it, but who cares? That doesn't stop my physical ability to speak, nor does it create the aura.
It is a hyper-realized version of a thing that people deal with.
And this is cuckoo.
It's like if a cartoon had a character have scoliosis and they just went, their back just went all out like a Ren and Stimpy or something.
Bone-itis.
Yeah, bone-itis.
Nor does it create the aura of negativity that I imagine. People will judge you more if you don't talk. If you simply speak and try.
Doesn't that lead to more fear and anxiety that
because
I need
people are
to speak?
judging you, and you're like, I need to say something, but what do I say in this situation? Two people are already talking. How do I jump into that conversation? So you're being judged if you talk, and you're being judged if you don't talk. So why put yourself out there? It's not a one-to-one social anxiety thing. It's all across the board the same thing.
Not everybody has the same type of depression. Depression is just not you're depressed and here's the medication for antidepress. There's different forms of depression. There's different levels of social anxiety. I'll go up to an event. I'll go up to a friend I haven't seen in a while, a place a party I'm going to with people I haven't seen in a minute, and my heart will go, I'll start sweating and stuff. Social anxiety, there's nothing bad that's gonna happen, but I can't help the feeling I have. Not everybody has that thing with their social anxiety. Some people just, when they go to the party, they'll sit in the corner, not really speaking to anybody.
Yeah, but if you have social anxiety, that breaks the premise of you actually going to the party. So why'd you go?
Weird that someone with social anxiety does not have any empathy.
Crazy.
This got me upset now. Everyone is different. I've literally had it happen sometimes when I mean to talk at a normal volume and it comes out so low I'm unheard of.
Yeah.
Yes, I have a problem with speaking very loud, laughing very loud, because for years I would speak and I'd be in the middle of speaking and then somebody else would speak up and I'd go, oh, I guess nobody heard me. So I just shut up. And I tried to combat that by speaking a little louder. And now sometimes I just speak a little too loud.
If you simply speak and try to get past that anxiety or awkwardness, then people will talk to you.
Yes, yeah, just do it. And that's just get over it.
Hey, you have social anxiety, but just talk to people and get over it. And then you'll see that, hey, it's not as simple as, oh, I talked to this person and now I'm better. It is slow steps like what's happening in the anime. She could talk to nobody. Now she can talk to Tadano. Now she can talk to Najima and more and more and more people. So small sentences.
And starting to be strangers and stuff.
It's not just do it.
It's much easier said than done, but it's better done than not done at all.
And she does it! Keep watching the series!
The episode 1 shows her reaching out to somebody to communicate where she did not previous. She talked to nobody. She tried to communicate with nobody, but then she did with Tadano. That shows that she wants to reach out, and she actively is now.
But she's still very anxious.
Done than not done at all. You don't need to be really smart or beautiful to talk to people and make long-lasting friends. You should stop doubting yourself before even trying. And I think Komi-san can't communicate does not represent that.
Based off the 8 episodes I've watched of this series.
I have a theory that he only watched episode 1.
Yeah, I can't imagine he watched past that.
You know what? A lot of his clips are from episode 1. I don't think I've seen a clip that's from like them eating together. That was like episode 3 or 4.
But yeah, this is things that happen. It's just a slow growth, because if she's so nervous that she can't say a single word, what do you expect from her from episode 12? That she's dancing and backflipping?
Fighting Gimmick, it's not that he hates beauty. He hates that she has all these people that do want to speak to her, but she's unable to. That she's so beautiful and well liked, but she's not doing anything with it. It's low-key gross.
Truth is, I don't hate Komi-san can't communicate. But it's more like Komi-san can't communicate, just missed the mark that it set for itself. Either way, this anime season and the past anime seasons have been pretty stacked, so I hope you've been enjoying them. And I can't wait for the upcoming animes that people have been hyping up non-stop. Hopefully
more hype stuff,
Yeah,
just
boy.
stuff it into my mouth.
Yeah, boy.
More awesome.
Num.
Hey, how about you go through my filled with things that don't got anime that I'm reading? Read some. Why is the title like that? Then clicking, clickbait. Comey is trying his best, and this dude can't get it. Stop saying Comey, son. Bro, just say Comey.
Hype beast.
Silver Heart Soul says, I speak too fast, skip words, stutter, and get way too loud when I get too comfortable or uncomfortable. It shows up in my text. This man is being very ignorant right now.
It's so disgusting. It's like my social anxiety is the only social anxiety that's possible.
Hey, I got over it by just talking to people, so why didn't she just do that? This isn't an accurate representation of social anxiety because she didn't just talk to people and realize that they're just people that want to talk to her and then just get over it.
But did we ever find out the target audience? Yes, it's for people with social anxiety. That's who it's literally geared towards and nobody else.
enjoyed this video. If you made it this far, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
You did that show.
Yeah, but he thought it was super funny, so now he's redoing it because it was very funny.
Why do we need 3 seconds of... And then cut it to Tanjiro like it ain't nothing.
Yeah, that's a -10.
Oh, that's a 9.
Varia
That was
says,
some disgusting.
I can't believe this whole video is him not liking that Comey can't communicate in a show called Comey Can't Communicate.
Wait a second.
Am I being sold what was promised?
Hey, this is the thing that was advertised. I didn't want this. I wanted a thing that isn't this. Hey, everybody. This is the thing. The thing is happening.
This isn't a phony.
What? That was the video. So we are 2 for 2 with Comey videos.
It's a scam.
No, it's the complete opposite. That's why he's mad. It's not a scam.
Oh boy.
Oh my god. All right, we got homework and maybe we'll do some questions.
I gotta go.
Oh, you gotta go?
Stuff to do.
Stuff to do? Things to accomplish? All right, questions and then we're out. Yeah, I didn't know it was going to take this short. Otherwise, I would have said it later because I got stuff to do at 5. Mortal Kombat characters.
All right.
Starting at 10 or 1? Or is yours not ordered?
Mine is ordered.
Okay, 10 or 1.
10.
Rain.
I have Cabal just for my favorite intro of all of the MK intros, and it's with Shang Tsung.
Oh yeah,
where he goes, "Stealing my soul won't give you my speed." He goes, and Shang Tsung goes, "Actually,
that's not how it works."
That's not how it works. He goes, "Actually, that's exactly how it works." And Cabal goes, It's my single favorite of all of them. Just a
Number 9.
Farrah and Tor.
I thought about it. I couldn't.
I like them. Put them back in.
I thought
isn't one of them being the getting no bones?
So that clan, they start off big. They start off small. Yeah.
And then get big.
So she's gonna be big like Tor, and that's gonna be the cameo.
I kind of like that. I am kind of like that. I'm fine with that.
Number 9.
But I just like the concept of little thing and big.
Oh yeah. Number 9, Shang Tsung. He should probably be higher after MK1 because he was a saucy little bit. But I always loved some Shang Tsung. Johnny Cage, he's gotten a lot of characterization over the years. He was always just kind of a guy to me until MK9. MK9 really opened my eyes of how good he is.
Kodokan, I just like him.
Yep, that's fair.
Then Cassie. Cassie is funny, and I like her.
Cyrex. Cyrex at number 7. The best of the robots. Sub-Zero, specifically Kuai Liang.
I have Quan Chi, who was my second ever main in all of MK.
Okay. What number are you on?
This is 5. Baraka is 5.
Okay, Baraka.
Baraka is my first main in all of Mortal Kombat.
Yep, there you go. Number 5, Devora. She is, if it wasn't for 2 other people, she would be the best new gen character, and put her in everything. She should be the Akuma, where you've got her as a guest character in a bunch of. She should be in Jury, where Muff just go, oh yeah, Jury's just in this game.
Love
we already
her
know.
Design, love her voice. She uses a bunch of bugs. Hey, isn't that like Shino? I'm not making that connection. I just think that's hype.
Number 4, Cetrion. My girl, Mabe.
I thought she'd be higher.
I couldn't over the top 3.
Number 4, I have Shang Tsung for the reasons that you've stated. And number 3, I have Cage, because Cage is funny.
Yep. Number 3, Liu Kang, my first main of all time. Since MK9, he's gotten a lot more cocky, and I love that. That show me what you could do. That the fatality where he goes to their body with his foot, lands, and then brushes off the debris of their innards. I just love his style. I love what they've done with them. Number 2, Sonya, just my main from MK9. I love Sonya.
Cetrion, number 2.
Yep.
Because of the obvious reasons.
The greatest.
Virtuous prayer leads to favor.
Alfonso Rodriguez says,
She's so good.
Devora only exists for the fatality videos.
No, she's great.
No, because she's my number 1, Devora.
Number 1, Cassie.
She's the best. Devora slander will not be tolerated.
Not be tolerated. Period.
Dunzo.
See you later, fighting gimmick. Jaya, Skypea, 10, 1 through 10. Number 10, where do you think you're going? To the sky.
That's the number 1.
No, that's a 10.
No, 10. Yeah, no.
That's the 10.
Your number 1. Number 10, the Bellamy punch. Just love it. He's just hopping around and just going, you suck, your dreams suck, and Luffy just punched him like, I could have just done this the whole time. I hope you realize that now. Pieces. Number 9, it's a twofer.
That's not fair.
We both have to deal with it's Inaru. The fact, just his character, because I love his character. Mm-hmm. He's just so cocky. And the fact that he gets what he wants and he's just happy. He just flies away, just like the endless bars, motherfucker.
I did it.
Me.
Sanji's thanks. I needed a light. Mm-hmm. Number 9. Number 8, the survivors pointing at Inaru. Like, there's one person that needs to go.
Number 8, the Straw Hats just playing around. There's a lot of fun moments. Them just sailing up and them doing the imitations, them playing on the beach. It's just fun stuff there. Number 7 is the reincorporation of hockey. I like it. It's just, maybe seeing a little bit more of that if it's such a thing.
Mm-hmm. Number 7, Luffy silhouette in the cloud. I really like it. I just don't like it was that perfect of a pose. Otherwise, it'd be a little higher. Number 6, Chopper's fight / I'm a pirate now.
I'm a pirate now. It's one of my favorite Chopper moments.
The only reason if it was just that moment, it would have been higher, but I couldn't put it any higher, but I wanted it on the list. The fight itself is just whatever.
Number 6, the lower level fights with the Shandorians and just random guys like Zoro versus.
We're done. That's what you missed.
Like Zoro and the sunglasses guy, they were just kind of there.
Oh?
No. The guy who was just like,
that guy.
Yeah, I got flashbangs. Well, these are sunglasses. Like those look like regular goggles. So,
what this list is we're listing between Jaya and Skypea a 10 moment, a moment that's a 9, a moment that's an 8, all the way down to a 1. Number 5, everyone attacking the Beanstalk. It's fine. I like it. I don't like it. It's just fine. Number 4, the Trial of Orbs. There's some fun stuff in there, but it's a lot of just middling whatever stuff.
Number 5, the lack of Inaru backstory. It's fine that he doesn't have one, but I like him so much that I would like to see him. I would like to see little baby Inaru.
There you go.
Number 4, Bellamy's crew is just lame.
That's fair.
It's just a dude with glasses and these hook sives, and they just don't really are incorporated, and they just die off screen. Just get over it. It's better.
Number 3 Inadu's motivation for eradicating Sky Island. It was mostly just kind of, I wanna. And it's just not enough. Number 2, there wasn't enough in Sky Island going on for as much time as the crew is split. I would have liked them together more because there's just not a lot happening.
Number 3, Gonfall is just kind of okay in terms of strength. He doesn't really showcase anything that's just like, yo, this is that dude. Whereas Wiper, he does showcase it. It's like, okay, this dude is clearly very strong.
I think this is the shortest stream I've ever seen. Thank you for the super chat, Soul. We do too much for y'all. Sometimes we gotta go.
We got viewer request month coming up.
Oh my god! And, oh yeah, I gotta put up the list for that.
Just get over it. Number 2, the lightning deaths. Just kill them.
Number 1, the lightning death.
And
Just
number 1, I don't like the monkey's design, and I don't like the chestnut on the head. I think those are 2 just not very good designs.
There you go. Oh no.
We're gonna run through these. We will not be accepting any questions, any answers, no elaborations, nothing. We're just going.
We're not even gonna go back and forth. We're gonna start with one, we're gonna end with one. I guess I'll start. 5, Vanessa from Black Clover. 4, Habana from Fire Force. This is female characters for Auga.
Female characters strictly for Auga.
Number 3, Kohaku from Dr. Stone. Number 2, Yoroichi from Bleach. Number 1, Faye Valentine from Cowboy Bebop.
Number 5, Demetria from Fairy Tail. Number 3, Shitiro Botan, who's a VTuber, has a 3rd costume that is fantastic. Number 3, Lacey Evans. She is very pretty, and a lot of her outfits have a big hat.
I only did anime and manga.
It says character. She is a wrestling character. Number 2, Kawakami, specifically her swimsuit. Number 1, the vice president from School Rumble. No questions.
Top 5 female characters by their character. This one we can go back and forth for. Number 5, Noelle Silva.
Number 5, Mirako from My Hero Academia.
Number 4, Faye Valentine.
Number 4, Haru.
Number 3, I only did anime again, by the way. No video games, no live action. Number 3, Yor.
This is also purely anime and manga.
Yeah. Number 3, Yor. From Spy Family.
Number 3, I guess I did a Himiko from Danganronpa, so I guess I did do games.
Number 2, Nico Robin.
Number 2, Yasuho from JoJo.
Number 1, Power.
Number 1, Satsuki Kiryuin. The best.
Top 5 Danganronpa chapters.
I don't know who asked for that. I don't remember, but we're men of the people, and we give them what we want.
Yeah, it's almost like we don't scam. It's almost like there's no scams happening here. Top 5 Danganronpa chapters. You know what? I'm not going to explain these. We'll explain these when we do a because reasons on it, or a list exists on it.
Dutch says, no Clara on your list link removed.
Nope, no clarity. Nope.
No, that's for Auga. Oh, are you talking about for characters? She would be on the list, but she's not enough. It's like 6 or 7.
Nope. Actually, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, the evil is defeated. We could choose for that one. So there's a tie between Persona 4 is a good game, and You Are Wrong about Demon Slayer retrospective by Axel Beats. That would be the 8th video. So we get to choose which one we want to do instead. So
I'm worried about that Persona.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's either Persona or we got to do the You Were Wrong about Demon Slayer. There will be no more votes counted for viewer request month. Number 5, Chapter 2 from Danganronpa 2, The Beach House Murder, like the arcade.
Oh, spoilers.
Yeah, spoilers for everything.
Spoilers. Because I remember somebody said that they're in the middle of Danganronpa 1. So.
Yeah, Danganronpa 5, Danganronpa, this is for all the games, so just leave.
Number 5, the Mukuro Ikusabe. I went in terms of trials. So
Okay.
The Mukuro Ikusabe trial. I just love the wait a second, that wasn't right.
Number 4, chapter 3 from Danganronpa 3, the one with Tenko's death.
Same, the exact same position.
Now, the only reason I'm gonna explain this one a little. The only reason this isn't higher is I wish he didn't murder her, and it was another murder, and he did murder the other person. So now we just gotta deal with this murderer throughout the rest of the game. Even if he dies the next one, I would have liked that. Number 3. Oh, chapter 3, Celestia Lunenburg.
Pieces. Number 3, the Tanaka trial in Danganronpa 2.
Number 2, the Tanaka trial from Danganronpa 2.
Looks like we're just one bomb here. Number 2, chapter 1, Danganronpa 3.
Number 1, chapter 5 from Danganronpa 2, the Nagato one.
And my number 1 is Celestia Lunenburg.
Yeah.
Then shut your mouth and allow me to explain. She's so good. She's just so good. No, she said, then shut your mouth and allow me to educate you. Sorry for messing up the line. Two more.
Oh, 2 more.
Yeah.
What? It was top 5.
No, I'm talking about 2 more lists.
Oh yeah. This is anime jobbers. I only did top 3.
I did 5.
I've got Kuwabara, Foo Fighters, and Krillin.
I kind of stretched the meaning of jobbers into they don't win a lot.
That's exactly Kuwabara, Foo Fighters, Krillin.
So I got Rock Lee, who does not win.
That's a good one.
This is not necessarily fighting, but this is Hari McKenzie from School Rumble. He loses a lot in terms of his luck and the things that he
Kai
wants.
Zaldonix says, link removed. Have you played Ruined King?
Nope, haven't played it yet.
I have, for number 3 is Okuyasu, because he wins like one fight.
Very good.
Number 2 is Rukia, because she wins like one fight. And number 1 is Joey. He doesn't win a lot, but he is like the stepping stone. He's like what Kane was in 2001. It's like, oh, you want to fight The Rock? Well, first you gotta fight Kane. Then
Tonight you go 1-on-1 with The Undertaker.
Where he's a big enough threat that he is a threat, but he's just a stepping stone to get to you.
I thought about putting Mai on there because I do like her personality, and I don't think she's won a single dual live scene. Favorite movies. So my criteria for favorite movies are movies where if I go, I want to watch a movie. Do I want to watch X movie? It will always be a yes.
No particular order for me.
The same. Upgrade.
Kung Pao, Enter the Fist.
Coco.
Hot Fuzz.
Yep, I'm gonna change one. I Frankenstein.
My goodness. It Chapter 1.
I'm changing Rush Hour to Hot Fuzz.
Spider-Verse.
Hot Fuzz is the greatest comedy movie of all time. And Spider-Man 2.
And I have Team America, World Police.
There we go.
Durka, Muhammad Jihad.
Oh, Durka. You know, the game channel got hit with a community guideline strike.
For what?
In one of the playthroughs, I was playing Miranda from Resident Evil 6, and I said, I hate women. Where's Chris? I want his schlong. And they went, you said I hate women, that's hate speech.
Great.
Tried to appeal, and then they went, nope.
Never seen Hot Fuzz? Get on it.
Get on it. Hot Fuzz is the greatest comedy movie of all time.
Let's scroll up so we can get some of these dissenting opinions or anything sort of things that we can go through quick.
You must be mad at the title. How do you feel about the Game Awards this year? Nominees this year, they're fine. What did I miss? Everything. What is this list? We already explained what that list was. How was the stream? Terrible. That girl is cute but dangerous. If you like Comey, you'll love it.
That sounds like a good title.
Give the people Goku T23. We're out of here. Shut the up. Ayo, DA, do you want to play some Smash? DA's out of here. Shut up.
Okay, I'll get that.
who asked for this, people. Okie doke. So that just it happened. It's it's not our fault. We just do what the people want. You pigs in human clothing.
My will is absolute. I will not allow anyone to beat me to my ambition. My will is absolute. If it's for the sake of my ambition, then I will bare my breast for all to see. Because I know that my intentions are utterly pure. Get those in there.
Don't say who it's about, cause spoilers.
For I know that my intentions are utterly pure. She has such good lines. She's amazing. I love her.
So I guess I can show viewer request month. Take that away. Take these away. And then we'll get Thief out of here. We don't even need to see y'all. We need to see the image. Uh,
48 minutes.
Of what?
Gone.
Oh yeah, dude. There's some long videos here. I mean, some long here. Here we go. As I said, viewer request month voting is over. These are your videos selected like the bums you are. Spider-Man is disgusting. Woke propaganda by Synthetic Man. Number 1 with I think like 34 votes. Why? 36 votes. Tied for number 1 is Diamond is Unbreakable, the worst JoJo part by
Hour 20.
Yep. These are some long videos, dude. We're probably not going to get to 8, y'all. Honestly, because there's some long videos here. Ranking every arc in Naruto featuring Swag Kage by Nux Taku.
That's like an hour, I know that.
Gon lost his mind. Everyone misunderstands why by Plague of Gripe.
That's like 48 minutes.
Volume 9 is the best volume of Ruby.
Y'all don't.
By Bashamo.
Y'all don't want that.
How long is that one?
Y'all don't want that one. How about that? How about we just axe that one? We each get one professional veto. New rule. Yeah, we're scamming you, and that's mine. Okay, it's only 17 minutes.
Oh, that's one of the ones I picked. It gave me a reason to watch Volume 9.
You didn't need one.
Yes, I did, because I never would otherwise. Yu Yu Hakusho is trash, ? By Limit Break Anime. Everything great about Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker by Cinema Win. Like and that's 2 parts. And the final video is decided by me and DA, is either going to be Persona 4, A Bad Good Game by Have Come Forth, or You Are Wrong About Demon Slayer, Retrospective Analysis of Kimetsu no Yaiba by Axel Beats.
Hey, yo. This is just Chris.
Oh, yeah, no. I remember seeing him.
Hey,
yeah.
yo. I don't want to make fun of my little brother like this.
Again, we might not get to all of these. We're going to do the ones that are voted the highest first, and if things run out, you might not get the Star Wars, you might not get the Persona, or the Demon Slayer.
Because these are long.
These are long videos. Long videos.
You might have to come back to it. Just like, hey, we doing these 6 and we'll shelve these other 2 for just randomly interspersed between.
I mean, we can definitely do that because this is somebody's free revisited, I think, or was it the other one?
It was taken away. It was memes, and then he
did the Final Fantasy. Yeah. So yeah, we can just come back to this one at least, or we could do that. We could do an actual video to this, or what we said we were gonna do for the Demon Slayer one. There are options. Longest viewer request month. Dude, y'all, it's just... So I understand some people's perspective on it, because some people are like truck drivers, some people have long days at work. So it's just like, I want the longest content possible for them to react to, because it'll just give me the longest amount of listening to them. An hour video, that's probably like 12 hours of content. Let's get it.
Oh, thank goodness. It's only part 1 Naruto.
What?
The ranking every arc in Naruto.
Okay.
Thank goodness. Otherwise, I would have had to reread Naruto.
Yeah, part 1 is easy. All of these sound terrible? What do you think we do?
So I gotta play that.
Yep.
I probably watch Volume 9.
I probably should replay that, even though I just played it like 2 weeks ago.
So it's not too bad.
Yeah. It's something we can do in 2 weeks.
We will have to talk about like you said, once we figure out where we are in the week, because an hour and 20 video, that is long.
Yeah. If anything, some of those are definitely going to be streams. We can speed it up a little bit. Mm-hmm. So that'll at least take out some of it. And we could probably even skip forward a little bit when they're just whatevering. Because I don't see how you can get an hour and a half of a tier list off of that stuff with just 2 people.
It's not a tier list, it's just a discussion.
Oh, okay.
They're discussing each arc and then going through it. And
okay,
like that.
Yeah.
I hate that woke. When I type in woke Spider-Man, it comes up auto.
Yeah, of course. What else would it be? Oh, yeah, dude. It's going to be some crazy.
I can't go too far.
Yeah, it's going to be some crazy. Alright. Y'all are trying to get the channel shut down because you know them muffs coming after us.
Viewer request month 382 over 2 days. We know what we're doing next week.
Yep. Finally getting those done.
Yeah, both of them, kinda.
Yeah.
All right then.
And
into the bush first. I guess. Stop coming to these.
Stop incoming.
Stop voting incorrectly for viewer requests.
Hey, be more like Gavin. Gavin was great. He went, I'm gonna make a short video explaining all the reasons I picked the things I picked to vote for, and then I'm gonna let everybody know why. Be like Gavin.
It's going to be a rough next week. I'll say that.
For now, we will see you shove off. There should be some rhyme there, but, we're out of here. Stop coming to these.